Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the May 1st Code Board meeting. If you would, please pledge the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, could we have the roll call, please?
Mrs. Monahan?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Fogg?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Murdoch?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Curry?
Okay, could we have approval of the minutes of April 3rd, please?
I move to approve the minutes as presented.
Okay, Mr. Hoffman. Second? Second. Okay. Second by Mr. Murdoch. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Could we have swearing in of the staff members, please?
Please state your name for the record.
Carl Peterson.
Daniel Williams, Monica Vargas Barrios,
Melissa Brubaker,
Monica Graziani,
Ed Roseberry.
Lynn Swartzel.
Do you affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Is there any questions on the consent agenda as presented from any of the board members? If not, we need a motion to accept.
I move that the consent agenda be approved as presented.
Second.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hoffman. Second by Mr. Taylor. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, like sign. Okay, folks, bear with us. We won't have too busy agenda here today, so we'll try to get through it as quickly as we can. Was Mr. Curry excused today, or is he supposed to?
I hadn't heard from him as of 5:30 last night.
I'm sure. He's probably taking Mrs. Monahan's spot. He'll be here shortly. We're glad.
Do I get extra credit for
Yes,
being
you
on
do.
time?
Yes,
Thank
you do, ma'am. We're giving out credits. Okay, we're going to begin the violation hearings, if we will. It's going to be number one, case number 74897. Location of violation is 6905 Citrus Park Boulevard, J.P. Morgan Chase Bank. Is there anybody here representing them? Number two, case number 75130 has been removed. Number three, case number 75045, location of violation 7603 DeLand Avenue, Wells Fargo Bank. Number four, case number 75044, location of violation 5707 Place Lake Drive, J.P. Morgan Chase Bank. Case number 74802, location of violation 7500 Winter Garden Parkway, the Bank of New York Mellon. Number six, case number 74702 has been abated. Number seven, case number 74241 has been abated. Number eight, case number 75399 has been abated. Number nine, case number 74434 has been abated. Number 10, case number 75212 has been removed. Number 11, case number 75177 has been abated. Number 12, case number 75555 has been abated. We're going to go to case number 13, case number 74255, location of violation 5800 Hickory Drive, Fort Pierce, Florida, Gordon Geiger. Number 14, case number 75366 has been abated. Number 15, case number 74922, location of violation. You might make a note at 705 Savannah Street instead of 709. Scriptus error. Eugene Walker. Number 16, case number 75387, location of violation 181 Bonita Court, Joseph L. Cantrell. Number 17, case number 75090, location violation, 301 Bartow Street, Fort Pierce. Zachary Taylor. Any relation? Oh. 18, case number 74764 has been abated. 19, case number 75143 has been abated. 20, case number 74734, location of violation, 395 Midway Road, Karen F. Wilson, left estate.
I'm here for 7543.
That's been abated, sir. You wasn't notified? Okay.
Speak to Ms. Brubaker.
Yeah, Ms. Brubaker?
The gentleman removed the fence.
Excuse me?
He removed the fence, so there was no permit required at that point. The fence is gone.
Okay, very good. Any other questions, sir? No, as long as you've abated it, I think you've taken care of it. But thank you. You don't have to leave. You can stay and listen if you like.
The audience is shrinking.
Okay. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. I think we were on to case number 74734. Is that right? Karen F. Wilson, estate?
Yeah.
There's nobody here for that. Number 21, case number 73474, location violation, 3307 Delaware Avenue. Gregory Galfenheim. Would you please state your name, speak in the microphone, state your name and be sworn in.
Gregory Gloffenheim,
Your address, please.
3307 Delaware Avenue.
Do you affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
And you can move that microphone around if you need to move it one way or the other. I know you're a tall person,
Right,
so
thank you.
that'll... If you'll just bear with us, we're going to hear from Danielle Williams.
For the record, I'm submitting 2 photos dated September 18th, 2012, and 3 photos dated April 29, 2013. After receiving numerous complaints, I inspected the property and found it in violation of Section 1-9-32 for having on unserviceable vehicles and for having outside storage of items and materials such as appliances, wood, aluminum, and other miscellaneous items. I issued a letter on October 26, 2012, and gave a compliance date of November 9, 2012. After getting no compliance, I issued a notice to appear letter on April 4, 2013 via certified mail. The letter was signed by Mr. Gloffenheim on April 8, 2013. I've had no contact with the property owner, and as of Monday, April 29, the property is still in violation.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Ms. Williams. Sir, are you in violation or are you not?
Yes, with my vehicles.
Okay. And would you like to explain?
I've had a few mishaps in the last couple of months. I had to take care of them with the money that was available. Now that I have this problem, I got the $500 to fix the vehicle within the next 30 days and put a tag on it, St. Lucie County registration tag. As far as appliances I'm looking at right now, I have to hold on to them until FP&L tells me to remove them. I could move them around back. That's a suggestion.
The appliances, I don't quite understand. Can you explain to us until FP&L tells you to remove them?
Yes, I had a neutral ground that was not hooked up, that was faulty due to age or whatever. So my appliances were getting burnt up in my house. I put them outside. I got tired of them inside my house. I had them inside for a good 3 months, 4 months.
Okay, so what you're going to need then, you're just going to need a little bit of time here to try to get this done.
I don't need a lot of time. I'm here now to correct it. You give me 30 days, the vehicle will be fixed. All the outside things that I'm looking at, they can be fixed.
Okay.
The appliances, if I can't resolve that in 30 days, I can move them around back. I think that's fair.
Okay, I'm sure your neighbors will appreciate that, sir. Is there any questions from the board?
I have several.
Please.
Is it okay for him to just move appliances to the back? Doesn't he have to get rid of them?
Either remove them or they have to be in a fully enclosed structure, like a shed or garage, something like that.
Okay, what about all of this stuff out front here? Is that not part of this?
Yes, he have the machine, all the stuff in the front by the door, those have to be removed. There's a box, there's buckets, all those have to be removed.
And I have a question for Mr. Glaffenheim. Haven't you been here before for this exact same thing?
Not the exact same thing. FP&L problem's one thing. It never happened twice.
I'm talking about all this junk, trash, and debris. Don't I recall you being here before?
He has,
Yes.
but not for the vehicle, just for the outside storage.
Okay, sir, is there something you don't understand about the fact that you can't have all this stuff out front like this? Is this your front yard? This picture?
It's not that I don't understand. You're telling me this right now. It can be corrected.
But weren't you here before and you didn't get the message then about it being corrected?
This is recent stuff. This hasn't been sitting here from the time before.
So you're going to clean this up and then you're not ever going to put anything else like this out front again?
Correct. If my bucket's got to stay behind the fence, I agree. It will not happen again.
I don't think it's behind the fence. I think she said something about an enclosed structure.
I don't know if I have the money to buy a shed, but if that's what it calls for, you give me time.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of money to clean up your mess. This is a mess. It doesn't take money to clean that up. It just takes effort. Does it not?
Yes.
Ms. Monahan?
Yes.
Anything else?
No, well, I would like to know what's against the fence. What is that? Leaning against the fence. Is that more junk, trash, and debris?
What I'm looking at right now?
Yeah.
That's my unfinished fence right there.
And what are those pieces to the right of all of that?
What I'm looking
Are
at
they
right now.
secured there?
The appliances?
No, beyond the appliance, beyond the tree, there looks like there's a street sign and a bunch of metal and things leaning against the fence.
I have stuff hanging on my fence. Yes, I do have stuff leaning on my fence.
Is it secured?
No.
So a wind could just blow it around?
Yes, but I'm aware that it's hurricane season. In the next 30 days, I do look at that, and I want to be prepared for hurricane season.
So do your neighbors want you to be prepared. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want all this stuff to look at all the time.
Okay. We've gone, now we understand what's there, and you understand what's there, and we know that you've been here before, and you're not a repeat violation under this, and we don't want to have a repeat violation either. So we are going to give you some time, but please bear with us and with your neighbors and all that, and try to keep this clean, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's get some time. He
All
said
right.
30 days he could do it.
Mr. Chairman, I hereby move in reference to case number 73474 that the Code Enforcement Board make the following determination. After hearing the facts in this case, the testimony and the recommendation of staff with regard to the existence of a violation, we determine the violation in fact did occur and the alleged violator committed the violation. An order of enforcement is warranted. If the order of enforcement is not complied with by June the 3rd, 2013, a fine of up to $250 per day may be imposed. A cost of $200 has been imposed as a cost for prosecuting this case. Please take notice that on the first Wednesday of the month, after the date given for compliance at 9 a.m. or as soon thereafter as may be heard, A fine hearing will be held if the violation is not abated by the given compliance date.
Thank you, Ms. Monahan. Looking for a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Murdoch. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Okay, sir, you have till June 3rd to get this cleaned up, and when you leave today, if you will, there's a lady back there with her hand up. She'd like to speak to you, okay?
Okay, I got one question. Am I being billed today? $200?
You see that lady right back there with her hand up, and she'll go ahead and tell you whatever you need to know.
Okay.
All right? Thank you for coming. Number 22, case number 74322, location violation 3107 South 24th Street, Rose M. Salinas. Number 23, case number 75852, location of violation 3107 South 24th Street, also Rose M. Salinas. That must have been companion cases, but she's not here. Okay. Number 24, case number 73446 has been abated. Number 25, case number 73679 has been abated. 26, case number 74748, location violation 9388 Horton Avenue, Catherine A. Ray and Ralph R. Ray, Jr. Good morning.
Good morning.
Please state your name and address.
My name is Margaret Davis for Catherine Ray. She's my mother.
Okay,
And my address is 2404 South 37th Street.
very good. Would you please raise your right hand and be sworn in?
Do you affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just bear with us if you will. We're going to hear from Danielle Williams, okay?
For the record, I'm submitting 2 photos dated October 30th, 2012, and 2 photos dated April 29, 2013. After receiving a complaint, I inspected the property and found it in violation of Section 1-9-19 for having outside stores of items and materials such as tires, wood, appliances, and other miscellaneous items. I issued a letter on December 27, 2012, and gave a compliance date of January 10, 2013. On January 8, 2013, I received a call from the property owner who requested more time to abate the violation. I gave her an extension until February 11, 2013. After getting no compliance, I issued a notice to appear letter on April 18, 2013. As of Monday, April 29, 2013, the property is still in violation.
Okay, thank you very much. Ms. Davis, are you in violation or are you not?
Well, I think there was some confusion, Mr. Fogg, in that in the letter that I received. It shows a picture. You see the picture? Which is not, let's see, that's the house on the corner.
Would you like another picture up there? I'm sure she'll do it for you, whatever you'd like.
Because the property that we straightened up and cleaned up was the picture that I have here. May I show you?
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
That property has 2 buildings on it.
Yeah.
The 9388 is in the corner. That's where I cited her as.
Okay. All right. Well, that's where the confusion was, and we will get this straightened up. My mother is currently in Laurel Point Nursing Home.
Yes, ma'am.
So when she talked to me about it, there was a breakdown.
Okay.
She's doing physical therapy rehab from knee replacement and had complications, so she's still there.
I'm sure you can get this taken care of.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
2 buildings, this one marked 487, is that a house?
Yes, ma'am.
And then 9388, what is that, another house?
It was formerly a trailer that's been added onto over the years. It's been there, oh my, it's been there.
Forever.
Forever, long
Yeah,
time.
yeah, really. I don't
it's
remember
just-
it not being there, actually.
Okay. So you cleaned up around that
The
house,
house,
but not the back?
right.
Okay. But you will get that cleaned up?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
Okay, 30 days, is that enough?
That's fine. Thank you,
Okay.
sir. Appreciate your
All
help.
right. We're looking
Thank you.
for a motion, please.
I'll make a motion.
Yes, sir, Ms. Top.
I hereby move in reference case number 74748 that the Code Enforcement Board make the following determination. After hearing the facts in this case, the testimony, and the recommendations of staff, with regard to the existence of a violation. We determined the violation in fact did occur and the alleged violator committed the violation. An order of enforcement is warranted. If the order of enforcement is not complied with by June 7th, a fine of up to $250 per day may be imposed. A cost of $200 has been imposed as a cost for prosecuting this case. Please take notice that on the first Wednesday of the month after the date given for compliance, at 9 a.m. or soon thereafter, as may be heard, the fine hearing will be held if the violation is not abated by the given compliance date.
Thank you, Mr. Hoffman. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Taylor. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, like sign. Okay, we're going to number 27. Case number 74813 has been abated. 28. Case number 73743 has been abated. 29. Case number 73764 has been abated. 30. Case number 73716 has been abated. 31. Case number 73725 has been removed. 32. Case number 74825 has been abated. 33. Case number 75099 has been removed. 34. Case number 74170 has been removed. 35. Case number 74697 has been removed. 36. Case number 73812 has been removed. 37. Case number 73864 has been abated. If you folks are wondering why I'm speaking a little slower today, I was requested on these abated not to go quite so fast because she's trying to keep up with it down there on the other end. It's not my speech has slowed up any, it's just...
We'd hate for you to have to become a little southern, speak a little slower.
Anyway, oh dear. Case number 38, case number 75302, location of violation, Howard Creek Lane, Dickinson Incorporated. Number 39, case number 75188 has been abated. Number 40, case number 74942 has been abated. Number 41, its case number, there's been a change to 76064. Instead of the one that was there was an error there in typing.
What was that number again?
76064 is the case number, and the location of violation is 2007 North 51st Street, Milton, Morano. Okay, I think at this time that's the end of the violation hearings. Mr. Hoffman, if you would, please.
Okay. The default hearings are case number 74897, location of violation 6905, Citrus Park Boulevard, Fort Pierce, Florida. Property owner J.P. Morgan Chase Bank. Case number 75045, location of violation 7603 DeLane Avenue, Fort Pierce. Mortgage holder Wells Fargo Bank. Case number 75044, location of violation 5707 Place Lake Drive, Fort Pierce. Mortgage holder J.P. Morgan Chase Bank. Case number 74802, location of violation 7500 Winter Garden Parkway, Fort Pierce. Mortgage holder the Bank of New York Mellon. Case number 74255, location of violation 5800 Hickory Drive, Fort Pierce. Property owner Gordon Geiger. Case number 74922, location of violation 705 Savannah Street, Fort Pierce, property owner Eugene Walker. Case number 75387, location of violation, 181 Benita Court, Port St. Lucie, Florida, property owner Joseph Cantrill. Case number 75090, location of violation, 301 Bartow Street, Fort Pierce, property owner Zachary Taylor. Case number 74734, location of violation, 395 Midway Road, Fort Pierce, Florida, property owner Karen Wilson Life Estates. Case number 74322, location of violation, 3107 South 24th Street, Fort Pierce, Florida, property owner Rose M. Salinas. Case number 75852, location of violation, 3107 South 24th Street, Fort Pierce, Florida, property owner Rose M. Salinas. Case number 75302, location of violation, Howard Creek Lane, Stuart, Florida, property owner Dickerson Incorporated. Case number 76064, location of violation, 2007 North 51st Street, Florida, property owner Milton Marino. That concludes the default hearings.
Thank you, Mr. Hoffman. The halls have been sounded.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, with that, we're looking for a motion, please, for default.
I have a motion.
Yes, sir, Mr. Taylor.
I hereby move in reference to the cases read into the record that the Code Enforcement Board enter an order finding these alleged violators are in default as it did not appear to protest the violations against them, and that the Board adopt the recommendations of staff as set forth on the agenda.
Okay, thank you. There is a motion. Do I hear a second?
I second.
Okay, second by Mr. Murdoch. All in favor, please? Aye. Opposed, like sign. Okay, we're going to the fine hearings. The first one is case number 73540. Is 7604 Coquina Avenue, Wells Fargo Bank. Lynn Schwartzel, please.
For the record, I'm submitting one photo dated April 30th, 2013. 7604 Coquina Avenue was brought to the March 6, 2013 Code Board and found in violation of 1-19-19.5, registration of abandoned real properties, to register the foreclosed home with the county. The Board found this case in default and gave a compliance date of April 5, 2013. I've had no contact with the property owner, and as of April 30th, 2013, this property still remains in violation.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Is there any questions from the Board?
Yeah, do we send certified letters to San Francisco in this case?
Yes, everything.
Okay. And did anybody sign for them?
Yes, ma'am.
But they're in San Francisco, so that's ways away.
Okay.
We're looking for a motion, please.
Okay, I'll make a motion.
Yes, Mr. Hoffman.
I hereby move in reference to case number 73540 that the Code Enforcement Board make the following determination. After hearing the facts in this case, the testimony and the report of staff, the violation still exists, and having considered the gravity of violation, the actions, if any, taken by the violator to correct the violations and any previous violations will make the following determination. A fine of $250 per day shall be imposed for each day the violation exists, starting with April 6, 2013, with a maximum fine not to exceed $5,000.
Thank you, Mr. Hoffman. Do I hear a second?
I second.
Second by Mr. Taylor. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Sir?
I said second.
Oh, you did? Mr. Taylor didn't? Okay, you can change that to Mr. Hoffman if you'd like. I mean, excuse me, Mr. Murdoch, if you'd like. Sorry, sir, I didn't. The voice is this.
I'll introduce myself after the meeting.
Okay, please do. That would be great. Okay, number 2, case number 74720, location violation, Oakland Lake Circle, Oakland Lake Estates, HOA. Lynn Swartzel, please.
For the record, I'm submitting 4 photos, 2 dated
Oh,
December...
excuse me, I'm sorry. I went too
problem.
fast. I'm sorry, sir, we're on the move here this morning.
No problem.
Would you please state your name and address?
Philip Brandt, 4500 PJ Boulevard, Palm Beach Gardens.
Okay, would you raise your right hand and please be sworn in?
Do you affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, now if you'll listen, if you will. Ms. Swartzel, please.
For the record, I'm submitting 4 photos, 2 dated December 26, 2012, and 2 dated April 30, 2013. Oakland Lake Circle, Track H, was brought to the March 6, 2013 Code Board and found in violation of Section 7.07.08, failure to maintain the stormwater management systems to repair the missing stormwater grates throughout the development, and Section 13.00.01, adopting the standard building code, Section 103.51, unsafe building or systems. The missing stormwater grates are considered unsafe. The board found this case in default and gave a compliance date of April 5, 2013. I have had contact with the property owner and discussed ways to correct the violation. As of April 30, 2013, this property still remains in violation.
Okay, sir, are you in violation?
Currently, yes.
Currently, yes? Okay.
Yes.
Would you please explain what we're going to do here?
Sure. We bought this property a couple of years ago, and these particular parcels are in the name of the homeowner association. And we had no idea that when the deed was transferred through the sale that the address of these homeowner association parcels weren't changed to our mailing address, just like all the other pieces were. So these notices all went to the prior mailing address that was on record for the association. For some reason, they never forwarded those notices to us, even though they knew who they were. But they brought in on April 10th the March 6th letter, obviously 5 days after the hearing. And so I immediately called Ms. Swartzel and explained this situation to her, that we have no intent of violating or not showing up for hearings. That's not who we are. But we had never, and we also immediately contacted the property appraiser's office to get the address properly corrected the same day. So we visited the site and we have found there's 26 crates missing. They've been stolen. They've been stolen before. The previous time the sheriff's department was able to apprehend who had taken some of them. So we will, without a doubt, be putting them back in and trying to figure out a way to secure them that wouldn't be a safety violation in and of itself, such as a chain that might trip somebody or something. And so we are aware of that. And then, I mean, if I can address all 3, because there's 3 cases right here, one right after the other. Mm-hmm. The other one is a recreational area where it has a single grate. That
Mr.
grate.
Chair.
Oh, sorry.
Excuse me. I have to read each case in before we talk about it.
Yes.
So if you want me to go ahead and read them in, and then we can talk about all of them?
Jack, that would be...
You may do that.
Yeah, you just bear with us, sir. Okay?
Sure, no problem.
If you will, ma'am.
For the record, I'm submitting 5 photos, 1 dated December 26, 2012, 2 dated May 4, 2013, and 2 dated April 30, 2013. 5300 Oakland Lake Circle was brought to the March 6, 2013 Code Board and found in violation of Section 7.07.08, failure to maintain stormwater management systems to repair the missing stormwater grates throughout the development, and Section 13.00.01, adopting the standard building code, Section 103.51, unsafe building or systems. The missing stormwater grates are considered unsafe. The board found the case in default and gave a compliance date of April 5, 2013. I've had contact with the property owner and discussed ways to correct the violation. As of April 30, 2013, this property still remains in violation.
Okay, very good.
I have one more.
Yeah, and just for,
Okay.
if you don't mind, this is case number 74720, case number 74741, which you just read, and I think the next case is 74743, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's just for the record. Please, go ahead.
For the record, I'm submitting 5 photos, 2 dated December 26, 2012, and 1 dated May 4, 2012, and 2 dated April 30, 2012. Oakland Lake Circle Tract A was brought to the March 6, 2013 Code Board and found in violation of 1-2-75, responsibility of the property owner, notice of defacement, to remove all the graffiti from the ground and gazebo. The board found this case in default and gave a compliance date of April 5th, 2013. I've had contact with the property owner and discussed ways to correct the violation. As of April 30th, 2013, this property still remains in violation.
Okay, very good. Now, sir, go ahead and continue, if you will.
With the first case, as I said, there was 26 crates missing around the whole property, which we will replace. The second case was a single grate in the parking lot area. That grate's actually dropped down in the hole, so that just has to be lifted and put back in place. And then on the final case, it's the gazebo, and as you can see, the paintings are all on the flat horizontal surfaces, so they're not visible even from the street. You'd have to be actually walking right up to the gazebo, standing, looking at it, so that wouldn't have been an obvious violation. But the intent there is also as well that the gazebo would be repainted, or however the paint can be removed along with the pavers. And again, the whole reason that we're even here is because of the error about the mailing address. Otherwise, we certainly would have taken care of the problem originally, because we have no problems doing that.
Okay, I have a question for staff. When land changes hands like that, which I think, when did you purchase this?
I want to say the end of 2010.
Okay. When the land purchase on the records, does that not pass on the new address? How does that work, Ms. Barbera? Can you tell us?
Mr. Chairman, for the record, Assistant County Attorney Catherine Barberi. We get our addresses from the property appraiser, so they did not update their records. Whether it was they were not notified or didn't catch it when the deeds were recorded, that I don't know. But that's where we get our addresses, the property appraisers.
Okay, because there's so many activities and so many foreclosures going on and things moving back and forth. And I was just curious, and I'm sure the board would be, as to, we understand where you get your information from, but I'm sure they have their jobs trying to keep up with all of that. And we've had other people come in and tell us.
And if I may say something also.
Yes, sir.
Immediately right after the sale, we knew we had to change the name at the state level for the corporation to our new mailing address, so we did right at the time of sale. So it was our assumption that the deeds then would have just taken care of themselves like they did for the lots.
But you didn't notify the county or the tax
No, we just
office?
thought that would through the process of recording the deeds. Because the lots, the individual homeowner lots did get transferred because we get the tax bills on those every year.
Well, they were looking for money there.
Right, sure. They don't on the homeowners part, right.
They forgot about you, didn't they? Now they're trying to catch up with you here.
Right, I see.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I have a question.
Yes, Mr. Curry.
Do you guys have any security fence going across the entrance? It doesn't look like there's anybody living here, so it would seem
The main driveway is a gated lock. That was originally there from the previous developer.
Mr. Curry?
Yes.
They have a gate at the entrance on Lakeside Way, and then they have on Eden, they have a gate there. The problem is in the neighborhood, everybody can get through it, and they walk the circle, and kids are in there riding their bikes. There's no way to stop them from going in, and that's what's causing the problem. And people could potentially get very hurt.
And these grates are very heavy, so somebody would have had to drive in with a truck around the gates, going over the berm or something to get to that.
I just walked right in.
You walked and you didn't drive?
No, matter of fact, there was 2 children in there at the time showing me everything.
Oh, really?
Wow.
If you want any help, just go to the neighborhood.
No trespassing signs posted in there?
They were, as a matter of fact. I came to the sheriff's department here and picked up signs and put them there maybe 6-7 months ago around the property. No, they could be gone too. No, we haven't gone up.
Okay, well, of course, with the length of time that we've had here, and I know you're fleeing us, so it's up to the board what you want to do here. There is a staff recommendation, if you want to go with that, or if you want to make some other decision. If you want to change the date. At what time frame do you think you will have this done?
We've already are asking for quotes from a contractor that can put them in, so within 2-3 weeks, I would imagine. Depending on if they can get them, I don't know how long they take to get. I would imagine they're fairly common.
Chairman?
Yes.
Monica Graziani.
Yes,
Hi.
ma'am.
On case number 74743, which has to do with the graffiti.
Yes, ma'am.
We did not, it was improper to show the extent of what's out there. and we would like that to be done immediately because it's pretty bad what's out there.
Okay.
So if you could take that into consideration, I know he needs the time to get the grates ordered and in on the stormwater inlets, but the graffiti should have been taken care of already, and it has not, and it needs to be, especially when there's young children out there.
Okay.
And don't you think you could just pressure clean that off? Can you pressure clean graffiti, I wonder?
I don't think off of wood. I think it has to be painted or stained or something.
But
But we can do that quickly. And even the other one, the 741, where the grate's there, it's just down in the hole. I'm sure I can get somebody out there to pull that up and at least put it back in place, so that fixes that one quickly as well.
So you're saying the 7473, which is the graffiti.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
You can get that done very soon, like within
3 to 5 days.
3 to 5 days?
Well, yeah.
Okay. And then the 74741?
Same thing.
Which is the same. Okay. Then you got the others. It's up to, of course, up to the board if you, whatever you want to do here. He is here for a fine hearing. You can start you can go with the staff's recommendation, or you can start the fine date, however you want to do it, as you know. Is there any suggestions from any of the board members?
Oh, I think we ought to give him some time to get this done because he kind of wasn't notified that the problem existed. However, those grates missing is a safety issue and needs to be addressed as quickly as possible. So I'd say give him 30 days.
Have the grates already been ordered?
I'm checking. I just have a note here from my contractor. He was getting pricing from the supplier. I don't know if they've been ordered yet. I have to double check that.
Yeah.
Can you,
they will be.
Mr. Chairman, can those areas be protected or something put in place until you get the grates to make it safe? Some temporary something
I'm
put
guessing
over
whether plywood could be nailed into the
asphalt, probably.
The concrete around each one or something, or wire mesh perhaps.
There's always the safety. You can yellow or orange fencing too, so it advises people there's a danger to stay out.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think if you look back at some of the pictures, I think there, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was this, that there was, and maybe not, were there not some tripods? Is this the case the tripods were at?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
I saw it.
And looked like they had been knocked down or taken. There they are.
Yeah, there.
Right there. Things such as that. It's so easy for people to take or to move. It's easy for them to put up, but it's easy for people to pick up and take off and all that. So I don't really know that. But I think what we'll probably do, seems to me some kind of, well, I'm not going to say it's up to your contractor, but it's up to you to take care of it and take care of it soon.
Yes.
Okay?
It would seem to me, too, that you could speak to the sheriff about a close patrol on this property.
My intent was to leave here today and go right over there and see what else we could do.
Do you have any idea what the expense is going to be for this?
I'm guessing in the neighborhood of $2,000 to $3,000. I believe each grate's roughly around $100. Because the first time when the sheriff caught somebody, there was only, I don't know, 5 or 6 grates taken, and that ended up costing almost $900, including the labor to put them in.
Okay, so can we go ahead and, I think each one of these cases is different. We can do a time frame on these if you want to give him some more time.
Personally, I was thinking the
just
first one where he has 26 grates is probably going to need a fair amount of time just to order the grates and get them in. But the other two certainly don't need as much.
But then you need a date certain for when you're going to start the fine on that, if in fact, and that will just
Yeah.
So if you give him, The grates will have to be made, and I'm sure you can't get that done in, what, 60 days?
Couldn't we just do a continuation at next month's meeting on all three cases?
We could.
Sure.
Because it seems to be the problem was notification. And, you know, the indications are that we're going to be all fixed by then,
I would hope so.
within 30 days.
Chairman?
Yes.
At least, would you reconsider the last case on the graffiti, if that could be taken? It's already been since first week of April. They've known about it, and that's something very easily they can take care of.
Yeah, and it's been 30 days already.
Almost.
Oh, excuse me, almost 30 days. But, I mean, that's a severity we feel on that, on the graffiti.
Sure, like I said, that
You know,
and the other one we could do
and-
within a
and
week.
matter
It's
of fact,
actually been
you know.
longer than that. It says the notice of violation was December.
Yeah, but they didn't know.
We never got
Oh,
it.
but y'all didn't know about it,
Right,
yeah,
right.
okay.
Okay. So anyway, then that's what we're expecting. So if we do each, you can do each case independently, or we can just go ahead and continue it and just ask him to get out there within 30 days to take care of it, or within 3 days or 5 days to take care of it.
Yeah, you probably should do each case. I'll defer to the board attorney, but each case separately and make your ruling.
Okay. All right.
That's standard procedure.
It is.
Should do that.
Okay. All right. So the first one is going to be the one with the grates, right? Which is 74720. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And your grates, you should be able to get those within, you want to just continue this one?
I think that's what we decided, wasn't it?
Yeah, I
On this
think
one.
that'd be the fairest way to do it.
Okay.
All right. You
And
want
I
me to
can
read
keep
it,
staff
Mr. Chairman?
posted on the progress.
Pardon me?
I can keep the staff posted on the progress if we know we can get them
Yeah, well, it's
3
very,
weeks or...
yeah, it's the grate, it's all important, but there are some other things that are the most important here. And so we are trying to go along with you, which doesn't always happen this way, but we're trying to go along and give you the benefit of the doubt here and try to help you get it taken
What?
care of.
July won't work. I don't think there's a meeting in July.
No, there is in June. Can't we continue this till June? The June meeting
one
on
here?
this particular one with the 26 grades, the very first one. Do you want to continue it to June? Are we having a July 3rd meeting? Is that a holiday? Does anybody know?
I think July 4th is the Thursday, and
It
the
is.
board is the Wednesday.
So
Yeah.
we would be having a meeting.
So we
will.
would be having a
Oh,
meeting.
come on.
It's up to the board. The board can vote after on the staff conference. It's up to you.
Huh?
You guys can vote afterwards if you want to have the meeting or not. It's
Mr.
up to you.
Chairman, I think we need to take that up because at the end of this meeting, due to the fact I won't be here that week, and I don't know how many other people might be taking a vacation or might be out of town that
You're
week.
talking about July?
July, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the issue here,
We'll see.
right on this case, is if we continue it to the next meeting, the next meeting is June the 5th. If we have one in July, it's on the 3rd. If we don't, then it's till August the 7th that it would be continued
I say let's continue it to August the 7th.
on these 26 grades.
Yeah, that'd give him
Can we-
plenty of time, under the assumption that he's gonna
Do something.
put an effort to make that safe so that it's not. And Monica, you'll be working with him to make sure that that's
Yes, sir.
taken care of.
And Mr. Krieger, can we say as part of the motion that he has to put some orange barrier tape or something on there, or no? We can encourage him to?
You could encourage him to,
We can't make him. Okay.
We
We're
will.
gonna.
or you could also refer the matter to the Board of County Commissioners, too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead. Let's take the first one here, 74720, and let's do something with it, okay?
Well, you want me to read it then? I hereby move in reference to case number 74720 that the Code Enforcement Board continue this case to the Code Enforcement Board hearing on August the 7th, 2013. And I would like to highly encourage some orange barrier tape on there as soon as possible in lieu of the grates.
Okay, there is a motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Okay, we got through the first one, sir, so you understand that one, correct? Okay, now we're going to go to the next one, 74741. And this one here has the missing.
Continued was 8. Now what?
This here is some of the same.
Same thing, yeah.
Well, this is the one in the parking lot, right?
This is the one where the grate is down in the thing, and all somebody has to do is go pull it up and re-secure it.
Yeah, I think we should give him 30 days to get that done.
I agree completely.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'll read that one.
Please.
I hereby move in reference to case number 74741 that the Code Enforcement Board make the following determination. After hearing the facts in this case, the testimony, and the report of staff that the violation still exists, and having considered the gravity of the violation, the actions, if any, taken by the violator to correct the violation, and any previous violations, we make the following determination. A fine of $250 per day shall be imposed for each day the violation exists starting June the 3rd, 2013, with a maximum fine not to exceed $5,000.
Okay, there is a motion. Do I hear a second?
I second.
Okay, second by Mr. Murdoch. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Okay, you've got that one, sir?
Yes.
Next one is case number 74743. This is the one with the graffiti, which needs to be done immediately.
Well, refresh my memory. Immediately, still, you mean...
It can be within
30 days.
Yeah,
it can be within
with 30 days, but y'all don't want it
days.
to go 2 weeks
No,
or
it
something.
can be 10 days. It can be 5 days.
The shorter the better on this case.
Yeah. So just put in there how many days you want. It doesn't. We're not
Okay,
going
well,
on
the last time
monthly.
I tried to do it quickly, y'all yelled at me.
I know, but you're good
Okay.
today, so we know we're going to go with that.
All right.
Do you think you can take care of this in a week?
Yeah, I would say by next Friday, whatever that is.
Give him 7 days?
Yeah.
Well, here we are the 1st. If we do it by Friday the 10th,
Okay.
is that good? Staff?
That would be fine.
Okay, I hereby move in reference to case number 74743 that the Code Enforcement Board make the following determination. After hearing the facts in this case, the testimony, and the report of staff that the violation still exists, and having considered the gravity of the violation, the actions, if any, taken by the violator to correct the violation, and any previous violations, we make the following determination. A fine of $250 per day shall be imposed for each day the violation exists, starting May the 10th, 2013, with a maximum fine not to exceed $5,000.
I second.
Second by Mr. Murdoch. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Okay, I think that's all of them, correct?
Yes.
All right, sir.
Get to work.
You got enough to do. You got your dates and everything, and we really appreciate
Perfect.
you coming.
Thank you.
And we're sorry that it ended up this way, really, and I'm sure you are too. But do what you can to take care of it for us.
We will do. Thank you.
All right. Any questions? Please get with staff. Okay, number 5, case number 72583, location of violation, lot next to 2313 North 43rd Street, SSDB LLC. Danielle Williams, please.
For the record, I'm submitting 2 photos dated March 4, 2013, and 2 photos dated April 29, 2013. This case was brought to the March 6, 2013 Code Enforcement Board meeting and was found in default of Section 1-9-32D for having excessive overgrowth of grass and weeds, and Section 1-9-19 for having outside storage of items and materials such as debris, tires, and other miscellaneous items. The board gave a compliance date of April 5, 2013. I've had no contact with the property owner, and as of Monday, April 29, 2013, the property is still in violation.
Okay, Ms. Williams. The SSDB LLC, Do we know who they are? Or is it just a...
No, I do not.
We do not.
No.
Certified mail was sent to them
Yes.
and signed?
No, had to post the property. It came back unsigned.
Okay, we're looking for a motion.
Look how pretty that looks in that photograph.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion.
Yes, sir, Mr. Huff.
Okay, I hereby move in reference to case number 72583 that the Code Enforcement Board make the following determination. After hearing the facts in this case, the testimony and the report of staff that the violation still exists, and having considered the gravity of the violation, the actions, if any, taken by the violator to correct the violation and any previous violations, we make the following determination. A fine of $250 shall be imposed for each day the violation exists, starting with April 6, 2013, with a maximum fine not to exceed $5,000.
There's a motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Taylor. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, like sign. Okay, we're going to go to number 6. Case number 74243. Location of violation is 4051 South US 1, Jerome Enterprises Incorporated. Yes, sir. Please state your name and address.
Jerry Shingary, 7458 Legends Drive, St. Lucie West.
Okay, sir, would you please raise your right hand and be sworn in?
Could you spell your last name, please?
Shingary.
Do you affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, sir, if you'll just bear with us, we're going to hear from Danielle Williams.
For the record, I'm submitting one photo dated February 22nd, 2013, 2 photos dated March 5th, 2013, and 2 photos dated April 29, 2013. This case was brought to the March 6, 2013 Code Enforcement Board meeting and was found in default of Section 13.09.00, Article 301.3, for having an open and unsecured structure, and Section 1-2-75 for having graffiti all over the building. The board gave a compliance date of April 5, 2013. As of Monday, April 29, 2013, the property is still in violation.
Okay, thank you, sir. Ma'am, excuse me. Would you, sir, can you explain what's going on here?
Yes, obviously, I'm in violation. I admit that. And I'm here to ask for a request a 90-day extension. I will comply. I'll get the building boarded up, and I'll paint the building. I've tried to clean the graffiti with a pressure cleaner, but it won't come off. It has to be painted. And the reason for all of this delay, about the same time that the first photographs were taken, we were getting a bid. And we still have an interested party in buying the property, but they wanted me to get a bid to see what it was going to cost to reconstruct the building, which I did. And, in our negotiation of the selling price, I gave them an approximate amount of money that I thought it would take to rebuild the building. Well, I got a bid from Paul Jacquin Construction, and it was much higher than I had relayed to the proposed buyers. So now they want me to reduce the price by that much money. I haven't done that yet. So during the time that I'm going to be negotiating, trying to get as much money as I can for the property, I will comply. I'm going to do the work personally. I'll get a couple of laborers, I'll board it up, and then I'll paint the building. But I'm going to need 90 days because that's a big job.
Okay, let me ask you this, sir. You were given notice in May of 2012.
I didn't receive that because it went to another address. The address, if you'll look back then, was one house that I moved from, and they didn't forward it.
But you did receive... some, for you being here today at the address you were at, you did receive something, or was just the property posted?
No. I received something at my new address.
At your new address?
Right, because I changed the address, I think it was last August or September, I can't remember.
So then from May of 2012 until now, even though you didn't receive notice, you've been looking at the building like the rest of us have, because we all know where it is.
Well, yes, absolutely. No question about it. But during this time, I've had 4 or 5 people that wanted to purchase it. So I was hoping that we were going to sell it and they were going to reconstruct it, and that would not be a non-issue. Okay. And the graffiti has gotten much worse over the period of time.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely. And you know, like we asked this person earlier to go ahead and make sure that they got all the graffiti. And I don't know what you have here is graffiti, because I know it's on there, but we didn't read it. You can't see it. It may not be as offensive, but any graffiti is not necessarily.
No, it's nice.
You know, and then the rust running down the side of the walls.
Right.
I mean, it is our area, and we are trying to keep it nice. And
I'm not arguing that.
If we were in St. Lucie West and it was like this, they'd probably be a lot more excited than we might be right now.
I'd probably be in jail.
Probably.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
There's a Scrivener error. The notice of violation issue date was actually October 25th, 2012, not in May. He was notified in October.
Okay, October?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe if the graffiti wasn't there, it might be more desirable to sell it.
Well, that's the other side.
It's been there for a long time. This just didn't happen.
No, it's been there for a while.
A long time.
I'm intrigued that you mow the grass and trim the bushes, but you hadn't done anything about the graffiti.
Well, I understand what you're saying, and that's a fact. And that's only because we thought we had buyers for the property, and that was going to be their problem, and that the problem would go away because they were going to start construction immediately. So, but I can tell you that if you'll extend me 90 days, it will be totally cleaned up, and the building will be painted probably a yellow.
I'm forgiving him the 90 days. How do you guys feel?
Pardon me?
I'm forgiving him the 90 days.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel?
Well, I think the same thing could probably be done in 60. I mean, the painting and all such as that. I mean, 90 is just a...
Well, I'm going to... The only reason I've asked for 90 is because I'm going to do this myself. So I'm going to be doing my job and doing this and the weather. So I figured in 90 days, I've got to have... It's probably going to take me about 2 weeks to have actual labor. But I got to find... I can't do it... I can't take off 2 weeks from my work all at one time. So... I mean, if I can get it done before 90 days, I'm going to start on it immediately. I'll be starting on it within the next 2 weeks.
Within the next 2 weeks?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a motion, if you guys are...
Yes, sir, Mr. Curry.
I hereby move in reference to case number 74243, that the Code Enforcement Board make the following determination. After hearing the facts in the case, the testimony, and the report of staff that the violation still exists, and having considered the gravity of the violation, the actions, if any, taken by the violator to correct the violation, and any previous violations, we make the following determination. A fine of $250 per day shall be imposed with each day the violation exists starting August the 7th, 2013, with a maximum fine not to exceed $10,000.
There's a motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Monahan. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign? Okay, sir, you get till August 7th.
I appreciate it. It'll be done.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Okay, we're going to number 7. Case number 74384 has been abated. Number 8, case number 74043 has been abated. Number 9, case number 74403 has been abated. We're on number 10, case number 73254, location of violation 5116 Myrtle Drive, Sheila Coran. Melissa Brubaker, please.
This case was found in default at the March 2013 Code Board and given until April 5th to come into compliance. For the record, I am submitting 2 photos, one dated July 25th, 2012, and one dated March 4th, 2013. During my first inspection on July 25th, 2012, I found Mrs. Crane in violation of 11.05.01, turning the garage into living space. He issued a letter and gave a compliance date of August 30th, 2012. I have had contact with the owner, and we discussed the violations. As of April 1st, 2013, the permit was applied for, and as of April 30th, the permit is still not issued.
Okay, very good. It's not issued because it was not picked up, or was not issued because staff didn't?
She has some revisions to do on there.
She does. Okay. All right, I think probably we are looking for a motion, please. Are any questions from the board?
How long does this permit, do we think, would take to get for this lady? It seems like she's trying to make an effort to do the right thing here.
She is trying. She doesn't want to go to the health department. She has to get health department approval before, they'll issue her her permit, because it's now living space.
And she doesn't want to go to the health department? Is that what you said?
No, she's been in our office at least once a week, and she comes and she goes to each different department, and she doesn't want to go to the health department for some reason, and she has to get that signed off.
It seems like if she was interested, she'd be here today, if she shows up there once a week.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Me too. Well,
It appears that she's trying, but again, it appears she's not, so...
Well, maybe we can encourage her to make a trip to the health department.
Okay, Ms. Monahan.
Would you like me to
Please.
attempt that? Mr. Chairman, I hereby move in reference to case number 73254 that the Code Enforcement Board make the following determination. After hearing the facts in this case, the testimony, and the report of staff that the violation still exists, and having considered the gravity of the violation, the actions, if any, taken by the violator to correct the violation and any previous violations, we make the following determination. A fine of $250 per day shall be imposed for each day the violation exists, starting June the 3rd, 2013, with a maximum fine not to exceed $5,000.
Okay, there is a motion. Do I hear a second?
I second.
Second by Mr. Murdoch. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Okay, that should get her started. Thank you, Ms. Monahan.
You're welcome.
Number 11, case number 73646 has been removed. 12, case number 73169 has been abated. 13, case number 71449 is not abated. It is going through today, and location of violation is 2603 Royalette Street, Michael D. Cisco. Okay. Monica? Yes, ma'am. Nice to see you this morning.
Good morning. For the record, I am submitting 4 photos, two dated February 22nd, 2013, and two dated March 4th, 2013. This case was found in violation by default of St. Lucie County Land Development Code 11.0501-828, time limitation of building permits, at the March 6, 2013 Code Board. On March 29, 2012, Officer Prestridge sent a notice of violation to Michael D. Sesko, the owner of 2603 Royalette Street, to please renew the permit number 08050146, as this permit has expired due to no final inspection. The correction date was April 27, 2012. On January 31, 2013, I took over the case and a notice to appear was sent. On February 22, 2013, I posted the property. At the March 6, 2013 Code Board, the board gave a correction date of April 6, 2013. Staff received a phone call from the owner's daughter, and she explained her father has been sick and was not able to reissue the permit until Monday, April 8, 2013. On April 8, 2013, the permit was issued. The case is now closed. The property was in violation for 2 days. Staff recommends no fees to be imposed, as the property has come into compliance.
Okay, very good. So we're looking for a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I hereby move in reference to case number 71449 that the Code Enforcement Board make the following determination. After hearing the facts in this case, the testimony, and the report of staff with regard to the existence of a violation, that we determine that the violations have been abated and no fine is imposed.
Okay, there's a motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Taylor. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, like sign. Okay, thank you, Mr. Monahan. Number 14, case number 72701, location of violation 1715 York Court, Fort Pierce, Florida. David J. Smart. Ms. Barrows.
For the record, I am submitting 4 photos, 3 dated February 22nd, 2013, and 1 dated March 4th, 2013. This case was found in violation by default of St. Lucie County Land Development Code 11.0501A2A, time limitations of building permits, at the March 6, 2013 Code Enforcement Board meeting. On July 25, 2012, Officer Prestridge sent a notice of violation to David J. Smart, the owner of 1715 York Court, to please renew permit number 08040219 for the shed, as this permit has expired due to no final inspection. The correction date was April 27, 2012. On January 31, 2013, I took over the case and a notice to appear was sent. On February 22, 2013, I posted the property. At the March 6, 2013 Code Board, the board gave until April 6, 2013 to bring the property into compliance. As of April 30, 2013, the permit remains expired. Staff has had no communication from the property owner.
Okay. Well, once again, we'll see if we can get their attention, I guess. We're looking for a motion, I believe, from the board, if there's no questions.
Me too?
I'll make a motion.
Thank you, Mr. Hoffman.
Okay, I hereby move in reference to case number 72701 that the Code Enforcement Board make the following determination. After hearing the facts in this case, the testimony, and the report of staff, the violation still exists, and having considered the gravity of the violation, the actions, if any, taken by the violator to correct the violation, and any previous violations, will make the following determination. A fine of $250 shall be imposed for each day the violation exists, starting with April 6, 2013, with a maximum fine not to exceed $5,000.
Second.
Second by Ms. Monahan. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Okay, number 15, case number 72311 has been abated. And now we will go from these hearings into the repeat violation hearings. And number 1 is case number 76117. Location of violation is 5302 Bowling Green Drive, Vincent D. Keene II. Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning.
Please speak into the microphone, state your name and address.
My name is Lisa Rothy. My address is 6521 Northwest 34th Avenue, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 33309.
Could you repeat that name and address again?
My name is Lisa. Last name is Rothy, R-O-T-H-E. And the address is 6521 Northwest 34th Avenue, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 33309.
Thank you. Do you affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, if you just bear with us, Ms. Schwartz.
For the record, I'm submitting 3 photos, 1 dated April 8, 2013, and 2 dated April 29, 2013. 5302 Bowling Green Drive was originally brought to the September 5, 2012 Code Board and found in violation of 1-9-19 unserviceable vehicle. On April 8, 2013, I found 5302 Bowling Green Drive to be in violation again of 1-9-19 unserviceable vehicle. I issued a notice to appear for the May Code Board. I have had no contact with the property owner, and as of April 30th, 2013, this property still remains in violation.
Let me ask you a question, if I may, before I speak. Is this car the same car that was there before?
No.
Okay, we don't have any pictures of the other.
Yes, I do.
Do you?
What's her relationship?
Ma'am, what's your relationship to this case?
It's kind of a long story. Vincent Keene is my son-in-law. I actually ran a nonprofit several years ago for HUD and purchased the home, but we had it sold to an elderly woman who was moving from New Jersey. and she lived there for several months and then disappeared. So the property was put in Vince's name. He was supposed to be maintaining the property. He's from Iowa. He moved back to Iowa. I was not aware that things were not being taken care of. I have had some personal things. My father passed away. I have my mother in hospice. I just was not involved.
We understand a lot of those things, and that's too bad. Sorry for your family and for you and all that. However, looking at some of these things, this picture here goes back to June 5th, 2012, and the place looked unkept then.
Okay, and that was when the woman was living there. I don't know who the vehicles, I have no idea. I sent my ex-husband and my son up to the property yesterday. The vehicle is gone. Everything has been cleaned up. There's a small stack of, there's doors and some drywall. There's a small stack of stuff on the side of the house that will be removed by this weekend.
This vehicle in the picture is gone?
It's gone.
Okay, but now, what about the rest of the property? And what's it look like? I mean, because it looked like it was unkept before.
They again, have not been there. They cut the grass, and they said that on the one side is...
It's on the side by the garage.
To the side of the garage, yeah, that has been all cleared up.
Okay, but you have not been there?
No, I was going to go there after.
Okay, but you're responsible for this, correct? More or less.
What I'm doing now is...
It falls in your hands.
Yeah, I'm having a quitclaim deed signed to transfer the property to me so that it will be maintained. I did pay the taxes and had the address changed to my address. And the reason that I found out about this was when my ex-husband had gone up to cut the grass, one of the neighbors had come out and spoken to him and said that, you know, that they were concerned, and so they exchanged phone numbers, and the neighbor called and said there's a sign on the door, and so it's the first posting that I had seen, so he took it. My husband went up there, got it from, or ex-husband went up there, got it from him yesterday, and like I said, they cleaned up the property.
I don't know if any of the board has any questions. What I'm thinking here is just, you live in Fort Lauderdale, and obviously you don't come up here very often.
Well, I will, once this is all transferred into my name, then it is my responsibility, so it will be taken care of.
Okay, because I looked back to 2012, and under repeat violation hearings, I mean, we see this, and it's just like somebody really doesn't care.
The woman that was living there that was part of it. She was supposed to be paying rent. She was supposed to be maintaining the property, and she skipped.
And you were supposed to be overseeing it, correct?
No, that was actually, as the nonprofit, I could not. That was through, she was in the process of purchasing it. So there was an investor that she was supposed to be making payments to him. She was supposed to be responsible for the property. Somehow,
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
It sounds like we got a new owner here that's going to be taking care of the property. Is
Well,
what I'm
yeah,
understanding.
it sounds like that. I didn't quite understand the nonprofit part, but not getting into that. I'm just saying what we have here in front of us is, here we are, we live in this community, we're trying to keep the community up, and if we have somebody living in another community far away, and they're overseeing this, and they don't come up here on a monthly basis, or whatever the time frame, at least just to view, it would seem for some reason like you're losing touch here. But anyway.
No, it will be taken care of.
I have a question, Mr.
Please.
Chairman. Is it your testimony that this violation, that you have abated it, that it has been cleaned up?
Absolutely. That vehicle is no longer there. It's been hauled out. And the area on the side of the house, which was quite overgrown, they pulled all the weeds, cleaned it up.
Okay, but we appreciate you cleaning it more than that, but this is for the unserviceable vehicle.
It's gone.
Okay, so Ms. Schwartzel, has she contacted you, and have you investigated it?
She didn't contact me and let me know. When I went by yesterday, the vehicle was still there, but
This was done yesterday afternoon. I got the notice. They brought it home to me last night.
So you understand that you have to get with Ms. Schwartzel
Absolutely.
and have her
Absolutely.
inspect it? Okay.
Absolutely.
So I think what we got here is it's abated, but I think there's a prosecuting cost. Is that correct?
Well, it was abated yesterday, April 30th is what you're saying, and the repeat was notified on the 8th. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So we have 1, 2, 3 weeks.
It was probably moved
That it was
yesterday because
sitting
she
there.
was coming here today, I would think.
Yeah.
Does she need power?
Yes, sir, Mr. Curry.
Sorry, someone's speaking.
I was just wondering, does she need power of attorney to act on the behalf of a property owner in this case, since she's not the property owner?
I think that just complicates things.
We are not bound by the rules of evidence here, so you can certainly take her testimony as you have.
Okay.
And you can certainly decide as you see fit.
Okay.
Thank you, Jack.
Was
Mr. Curry.
I was just going to say that, it seems like Ms. Rothy is new to the current situation, and I don't know if it's fair to, say that she was involved or her involvement back, a month or two ago. And so I'm the type of person that likes to have faith in people, and so I think she's going to clean it up, and we're going to be happy with it. So the only thing I would like to do is to have staff be able to go back out there and take a look at it and make sure the car is gone. I mean, I'm taking her word for it, but I think for us, staff needs to go back out there. So I don't know if it's appropriate to give her a little 30 days and come back next month and tell us what's happening. Is that?
If you'd like to do that, you can do whatever you like, especially where it's a repeat violation.
Or you can make the fine kick in the future so that staff has time to go and inspect rather than continue it.
Okay. That'll work. That would work. Well, if the board would like to do that, that's fine.
All right, I have to do the repeat violation motion, I reckon.
Mm-hmm.
I hereby move in reference to case number 76117 that the Code Enforcement Board make the following determination. After hearing the facts in the case, the testimony, and the report of staff that the violation previously committed has been repeated, and having considered the gravity of the violation, the actions, if any, taken by the violator to correct the violation, and any previous violations, we make the following determination. A fine of, it says 500, but it should only be 250. This is residential, right?
No, it's a repeat.
Oh, okay. A fine of $500 per day shall be imposed for each day the violation exists starting June the 5th, with a maximum fine not to exceed $5,000. A cost of $0 shall be imposed as a cost for prosecuting the case.
Okay, there was a motion. Do I hear a second?
I second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Okay, ma'am. You've, we just want to make sure that it stays cleaned up, and I think you understand the severity
Absolutely.
here.
That's why I got the notice last night, and I'm here.
All right, and the car's gone and all that, and please stay on top of it and keep it clean, if you will.
Okay. Can I ask the attorney a question?
Yes, ma'am?
What's the quickest way to get the quitclaim deed expedited?
We could not answer that here. I think you're going to have to go to your attorney.
They have to go through an attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
There isn't a form that I can get through the county?
You might go down to would be the clerk's office?
Or the property appraisers?
We should not be giving any legal advice. That's not our role.
I was just
I'm
curious.
sorry.
No, I was just curious. Okay.
Yeah, we're not sure, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, while you're in the building, you can ask around, I guess.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day. Okay, I think that's the end of the repeat violations. Now we'll go to referral of the Board of County Commissioners. Case number 76239 and 102 Bonita Court, Port St. Lucie, Florida. Melissa Brubaker.
For the record, I am submitting 2 photos, one dated April 9th, 2013, and one dated April 29th, 2013. 102 Bonita was cited for overgrowth, 1-9-32. This property is in foreclosure, and the neighbors are complaining about the overgrowth, and staff recommends this be referred to the Board of County Commissioners for compliance.
Okay, very good. We need a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I hereby move in reference to case number 76239 that the Code Enforcement Board make the following determination. After hearing the facts in this case, the testimony, and the recommendation of staff with regard to the existence of a violation, we determine the condition caused by the violation presents a serious threat to the public health, safety, and welfare, and the staff is directed to notify the St. Lucie County Board of County Commissioners of these conditions.
Okay, there's a motion. To hear a second.
I'll second.
Okay, second by Mr. Murdoch. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, like sign. Thank you very much. Now we have one more here. This is a fine reduction hearing also. Case number 7725, location of violation 3349 South US 1, Fort Pierce, Florida. And this is Auto Clinic of Fort Pierce. Deborah Thomas, John T. Brennan. Good morning, folks.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Brennan. Ma'am, would you please, is she going to give testimony, Mr. Brennan? Is she giving testimony?
She will give testimony.
Yes. Would you please state your, well, both of you.
Deborah Thomas.
Deborah
Okay.
Thomas.
Speak in the microphone.
Deborah Thomas,
Name and address.
89 Pinewood Lane.
Okay, raise your right hand, please.
Do you affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
What was that street again, Highland?
Pinewood.
Pinewood, thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I need to state for the record that Mr. Brennan is a personal friend of mine.
Okay.
I don't know this case, and
You certainly do not have to recuse yourself as long as you feel you can be fair and impartial. You don't have a personal interest in this, and
Not
just
at all.
because you are a personal friend of an attorney in this case doesn't disqualify you.
just wanted to let everybody know.
Yeah. And for
I
those
think I
of
can
you
be
that
fair.
may not know, you can introduce yourself, sir. We didn't ask you to introduce yourself, but if you'd like to, you can for the board, those that may not know you.
I'm a lawyer in Fort Pierce since 1961. Former state's attorney, former city attorney of Fort Pierce, and I now am slowing down a little bit, and I am representing the estate of Robert Myers, and one of the assets of that estate is this auto clinic.
Right.
And Deborah Thomas is a sole heir and a personal representative of the estate, and she's actually running the business now, trying to keep it going.
Okay. All right. Very good, sir. So, a fine reduction hearing. Would you please continue?
Okay, this lien has been a record for 11 years, and working on the state matters, I found this matter of record, and then we worked on getting it eliminated. Then we came to the point of my client's business, the auto clinic, has a difficult operation. It's barely getting by, and so we contacted this board asking for a reduction of lien from the $5,000 down to a figure of $1,000, which our clients say they can afford to pay the $1,000. They can't afford to pay the $5,000.
Okay. All right. Is there any questions from the board?
Has the problem been abated?
The case was closed on June 18th, 2002.
The case was closed for non... Can you...
The property's in compliance. This case was closed on June 18th of 2002.
Oh, I see. And there was, at that time, there was a fine that never got paid.
Yes.
And now they're here today to see if they can't rectify that
Correct.
and help the county out. Very good. Is there Any questions on that? Staff has a recommendation that they've asked for here, and what these folks have asked for. So if there's no questions from the board, we're looking for a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Mr. Hoffman?
I hereby move in reference to case number 7725 that the Code Enforcement Board make the following determination. The fine of $5,000 imposed by the Code Enforcement Board is hereby reduced to the amount of $1,250. No prosecution costs are involved. This fine must be paid within 30 days of this hearing, or the fine will revert back to the original fine of $5,000.
Okay, there is a motion. Do I hear a second? Not hearing a second, the motion fails.
I have a question, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir, Mr. Curry.
If Mr. Brennan had not brought this up, would we ever have been able to collect this money? Well, I guess when they sold the property.
Yes, when the property gets sold.
When they sold the property, or we could look at it foreclosure, but we're a minority lien holder, so if there was a mortgage holder or anything like that, it probably would not have been advisable.
I have a motion.
Okay, Mr. Curry.
I hereby move in reference to case number 7725 that the Code Enforcement Board make the following determination. The fine of $5,000 imposed by the Code Enforcement Board is hereby reduced to the amount of $0. There's no prosecution cost imposed. And that's it.
There is a motion.
I second.
Okay, there is a second. Okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign.
Opposed.
Opposed by Mr. Hoffman. All right, folks. Passes. Thank you very much for coming today. There is no fine.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, I think that's the end of the program here. Is there any other business?
Mr. Chairman, can we discuss July 4th, please?
Pardon me?
July 4th, or we going to have a meeting July 4th or July 3rd?
July 4th. I would want to think, being near the holidays, would it hamper staff any if the board decided
it's
not
up to
to
the
have
board.
one? Would they be smiles on the faces?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Mr.
I recommend that we do not have a meeting in July.
There is a recommendation. Is there a second to the recommendation?
I second that.
Should have a motion. Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion, Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
that there be no Code Enforcement Board meeting in July.
All
I
right.
second.
All right, second by Mr. Murdoch. All in favor on the board?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed, like sign? I'm sure staff's all smiling about that one. And that, is there, let me see, any more staff business? Any public comments?
No.
Yes, sir. Please state your name and address, sir.
Hi, my name is Eric Siebenek, address 3405 Delaware Avenue. And I would like to speak on public comment on case 21, Gloffenheim.
Could you spell your last name, please?
Siebenek, S-E-I-B-E-N-I-C-K.
Yes, sir. Does he needs to be
You
sworn in?
tell the
Okay.
truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Public comment.
Absolutely.
Just public comment. It has nothing to do with the case.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just wanted to comment on what, as a neighbor, I perceive as a modern-day Sanford and Son experience. There appears to be an ongoing sale of everything and anything. And I just want to reference the original case back in October of 2010. There were 5 points listed.
Excuse me, sir. Is this right across from St. Anastasia?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Everyone seen that one? Okay. There were 5 points in the original case in October of 2010. One was unserviceable vehicles. These are ongoing. There are unserviceable trucks on the east side of the property. Second, there are rugs, which are also ongoing. The owner continues to hang rugs in various state of repair or disrepair over a fence, which brings up the third point. There's fencing, and a lot of it, hiding a lot of interesting things. The fence is illegal. It's not secured. The next hurricane that comes through, you'll bet you'll see this fence all over our community. Tarps, ongoing. You'll find many tarps on the floor, making were on the yard kind of making mock sidewalks for the ongoing sale of countless pieces of furniture, refrigeration equipment, etc. I invite all of you to come and take a peek. The mattresses, I'm pleased to report, are no longer visible. I'm not sure what happened to those, but there were a number of them. I guess he was expecting a lot of house guests or yard guests. Miscellaneous, I guess the debris is probably the greatest concern, that there is just an incredible amount of undescribable debris, from large plastic containers to whatnot. I'd be glad to provide the commission with photos if you'd like. I drive by there a couple of times every day.
Sir, excuse me for interrupting. Were you present when this case went on today?
I could not make it, I'm sorry.
Okay, because I'll let you continue. I just wanted to know that.
Okay. Well, actually, that's about the summary. You know, just the eyesore to the community. There's a lot of good folks that visit the school and the church, and that's kind of the highlight of their Delaware Avenue experience. So,
I have a question for you.
Yes.
How do you know he's selling these things?
Well, I think if you lived in the area.
Is that, we don't need to go there.
Mr. Chairman, and with all due respect to the gentleman,
yes.
This is public comments. You had the case, you took testimony. The alleged violator isn't here to defend himself.
True.
So you're not giving him due process if you get involved in the particulars of the case. The case is done. Take the comments, but I would advise you not to make any comments.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's too bad you were not here at the time, because then you could have, voiced your opinion at that time. We appreciate you coming with the public comments, and we understand, and I think we know in the past the severity of what's going on there. We're just trying to figure out what to do with it. So
I'd be glad to help in any way. Daily photos, I'm at your service.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. And if you have any question, you can talk to staff at a later time, or maybe they can do something. I don't know.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Is there any other public comments other than I think that is Mother's Day not coming up? Is it? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there from the board. Okay. Having said that, I guess we're adjourned at 10:40. Thank you, everybody.